Hi everybody, it's Anthony from Golfing Society and welcome to March. And March is the month we start getting ready to get back to golf.
Hi everyone, Mike the Motivator here again. Hope everyone's keeping well and you found last week's exercises useful. This week we're going to do some rotational exercises to help start that body moving in a rotational fashion like we do when we have a golf swing. So what I want you to do is to stand up and put your arms across your chest and slowly rotate about halfway round. Hold it for a second and return. Then try again and back again and do 10 repetitions of those. And then after that 10, you can go around to the other side. Again about halfway round, 10 repetitions the other way. After you've done that, back to the other side, but go all the way round so that elbow is in line with that right leg. 10 repetitions of those, and then similarly on the other side. Once you've done those, if you want to, you can get a golf club or something similar and put that across your chest and hold it there. But this time, bend over, crouch down in your golf stance. And again, starting off with just a halfway turn to help those muscles loosen up. 10 repetitions of those and 10 the other way. And then finally, 10 repetitions of all the way round so that that golf club face is pointing downwards, and again the other way so that the handle is facing forwards. So there we are, 10 repetitions of golf swings and rotational exercises that I hope will get that trunk moving and get you fighting fit, ready to be on the course soon. See you next week. Cheerio.
It's Claire from Golfing Society again. Just got a little few more tidbits for you this week. A few more little jokes that I hope will keep you tickled and happy.
So what's the first one on your list, Claire?
Okay, a guy goes to his doctor because he can see into the future. The doctor asks him, "How long have you suffered from that condition?" The guy tells him, "Since next Monday." A cheese factory exploded in France. Debris is everywhere. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the offer of a job? He couldn't quite see himself doing it.
Oh.
I was really angry at Mark. My friend Mark was stealing my dictionary. I told him, "Mark my words." I'm starting a new dating service in Prague. It's called Checkmate.
Oh, very good, very good, very good. And have you got one for the road for us?
What's ET short for?
Don't know.
Because he's only got tiny legs.
Any more? Is that it for this week?
One more.
Go on then, one more.
So
one more.
whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I'll find you. You have my word. Boom, boom.
Hey! Tune in next week for week 3 of Claire's Jokes.
Good afternoon and welcome to this week's putting tips video. My name's Jade and I volunteer at the Running Park Golfing Society sessions, and we're really looking forward to welcoming you back in a few weeks for some coaching. So today we're going to look at helping you to prepare to get back onto the golf course with some putting tips and drills. So for this exercise you're going to need a putter, you're going to need a golf ball, and you're going to need an object to aim to. And I've just selected a small box as a target. When we prepare for putting, one of the most important things is the grip. I'm currently right-handed, which means that when I'm preparing to put my grip on the putter, my left hand goes at the top. My left hand grips around the golf club and my thumb points down the shaft of the club. I continue to do the same with my right hand, My right hand goes slightly below my left hand, wraps around the club, and the thumb goes slightly down the shaft as well. So you should have 2 thumbs pointing down the shaft. You also have the option to interlock the grip or to overlap the grip, whichever feels most comfortable to you. The next exercise is to help prepare in the club position. What's really important in putting is that our putter is flat on the floor. If we angle the putter slightly back, there could be a tendency for us to hit the putter with the heel of the club, which could offshoot the angle at which the club goes to. So therefore, it's really important that we place the club face flat on the floor. We then set ourselves up with the grip we've just learned. We place the club face level in the middle. I'll just turn around to show you. So the club face is in the middle of the feet. You've got your grip on the club and the club face is flat on the floor. The next thing we then need to do is prepare our body. So we get set up over a ball. We put the club face flat on the floor. We put our feet shoulders width apart and we put our grip on the club. We then want to slightly tilt our body forward so our eyes are overlooking the ball. This will really help us when it comes to the putting stroke, so we can follow the line of the club backwards and forwards. So I'm now going to show you a putting stroke based on the technique we've just set up. I've got my feet shoulder width apart. I've applied the grip to the club. I've got the heel of the club neutral, so it's flat on the floor, and I've slightly tipped my body forward so I can see over the ball. This then allows me to get ready for something that we called the lock and the rock. And by the lock, when it comes to the club, we need to squeeze the elbows together so we're in the position so that things can't move around, and you'll feel those muscles really working when you do that squeeze. So it's the lock and then it's the rock. And the rocking motion in golf is very much like a pendulum, and you can do this without a club. You can put your palms of your hands together, you can lock by squeezing the arms together, and you can rock like a pendulum, really smooth backwards and forwards. So the distance that you move backwards is the same amount of distance that you move forwards, and that's what we're trying to recreate in the putting stroke. And then when we apply that to the ball, we set up as we've learnt before. We put the club flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. We put our grip onto the club like we've just learned. We lock, get ready for the putting stroke, and then we rock. Nice forwards and back motion, as we've just shown there. So why don't you have a practice? Pick up the club, learn to put the grip on, get yourself set up, ball in the middle of your feet, club flat on the floor, eyes overlooking that ball, and go and practice the pendulum motion, the lock and the rock. And when you feel comfortable, you can then add in a ball and perhaps start around 3 foot from the distance or the target that you're looking at. A nice simple forward and back motion to aim at the target. And the more confident you get and the more targets you hit, the further you can step back. So hopefully that's given you some good guidance as to how you can get prepared to get back on the golf course. And we're really looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks' time. Take care.
Another thought this week on the subject of putting. After all, the putter's the most important club in the bag, as it gets by far the most use. Playing par golf, a nominal 72, that means 2 putts per hole over 18 holes, so half the shots played are with the putter. So whatever your putting method, and even if it's a weird one like mine, the simple principles of the shot are central to a decent score. The putting stroke is like a pendulum, and a pendulum swings the same distance back and forward from the vertical. That means following through after you've struck the ball. Tell yourself that you want the head of the putter to finish in the hole and not stop as soon as the ball is on the move. Who ever heard of half a pendulum?
Again everyone, I hope you got on alright with the competition last week. This week's competition centres around putting again, but this time you'll be putting in a straight line from different distances. You'll need a circle hole that you made last week, a putter and a ball and a tape measure. You can play it indoors or outdoors. Just find a flat surface and play the hole. Place the hole at one end. Mark out your distances, and you're ready to go. So you're playing 4 putts from 2 foot, 4 putts from 4 foot, 4 putts from 6 foot, and 4 putts from 8 foot. Like last week, the lowest and best score will be 16. Record your scores on the scorecard, send them to Anthony, and we'll reveal the results later in the week. Good luck, everyone.
Hi everyone, it's Anthony from Golfing Society. Thanks for everyone that took part in the golfing competition last week. Had some great entries, and unfortunately there can only be one winner. And the winner for a fantastic record with her 8-foot putts of getting 4 out of 8 is my dear sister, Claire Blackburn.
Hey! Thank you. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
What was the key to your putting success? A great trainer?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for that.
It's quite
glowing
all right.
endorsement.
You are such a wonderful golfer.
The cheque will be in the post.
Thank you.
So let's have a look at your little trophy. Yeah, very good. So have a go this week at this week's competition, and you could be the lucky winner next week. So well done for winning our champagne moment.
I might give it up, I might not. Good luck, everyone. See you later. Bye.
Not bad. Next one.
And I start to wonder if you might think of me too.
Oh yeah, I've touched it. Not that one. Next
Never
one.
loved somebody this well.
Not bad. Next one.
So here is what
Should we get your feet in position?
I said
That's better.
to you.
Yes, we'll have that one. Come on. Halfway through. 2 in the bag. Oh, I'm lucky. Next one out there. Feet in position. That's it. Well done. Oh, nearly. Good line. Next one. Yes, give me that one. Hit it. That would have gone in and would have gone past. It hadn't hit the ball, but it went in. And that's another beauty. Well done. 4.